Have you noticed it? More and more Nigerians are saying things like, I'm spiritual, not religious. It's no longer just in America or Europe, it's right here at home. People are quietly leaving churches, mosques, and rigid traditions. But they are not abandoning God. They're searching for something deeper, freer, and more healing. Welcome to Unmasking You, the channel where we help Nigerians and Africans build emotional intelligence, heal from toxic family and cultural patterns, and embrace a spiritual path beyond fear and guilt. Here we take off the mask one truth at a time. Why this shift is happening? Religion has been central to Nigerian life for decades. Sunday church services, Friday mosque prayers, midweek vigils, these rhythms shape family, politics, and even businesses. But slowly, cracks are showing. People are tired of being controlled by fear-based preaching. If you don't obey the pastor, you will miss heaven. If you question anything, you are rebellious. If you don't give until it hurts, God won't bless you. For many, religion became less about God and more about guilt, punishment, and control. And when people realize that what they are practicing is fear, not love, something inside begins to resist. That's why today, more Nigerians are identifying as spiritual, not religious. They want God. They want a genuine relationship with God, but they don't want manipulation. They want connection, but not chains. I didn't arrive at this topic from theory. I arrived through scars. As a child, I moved through different churches. I thought if one failed me, maybe another would be different. But instead, I met abuse, silence, and shame. I still remember being 11 or 12, left in church for children's vigil. A pastor in his 40s tried to teach me things no child should ever hear. When I outsmarted him and reported, the church did not protect me. They transferred him quietly to a different branch. My own mother told me not to tell my father, my hero, because if he stopped us from attending church, then I would go to hellfire. She asked, "Do you want to go to hell?" I said no, and that is how I kept the secret from my dad till he passed. Imagine that, a child carrying the fear of hell not because she did wrong, but because she told the truth. Over the years, I saw pastors' wives maltreat church members whilst hiding behind anointing. I was even taken for deliverance when my family abused me, as if the solution was to cast out demons from me instead of holding them accountable. At some point, I realized something deep. What I was experiencing wasn't God. It was religion without love. It was religion with fear. It was control dressed in holiness. And that's when I began to understand why so many Nigerians are quietly saying, I still believe in God, but I don't believe in this system anymore. Now, what is the core difference between religion and spirituality? Let's be clear. Religion and spirituality are not the same. Religion is often about rules, hierarchy, authority. It thrives on do this or else. Spirituality is about connection with God, with yourself, and with others. It's about asking, am I growing in love? in peace, in truth, and clarity. Religion often answers questions with fear. Spirituality sits with questions until clarity comes. Religion can say, "Don't think, just obey." Spirituality says, "Ask, seek, knock, and the truth will stand." For many Nigerians, this shift is not rebellion, it's survival. It's choosing healing over hypocrisy. Now, why does this matter in Nigeria? In Nigeria, religion is powerful. It influences politics, family life, even marriage. But it also covers abuse. How many women are told to stay in violent marriages because God hates divorce? How many women are told to stay in violent marriages because God hates divorce? How many children are silenced when they report abuse because "touch not my anointed, and do my prophet no harm"? How many people are guilted into giving beyond their means whilst leaders live in excess? This is why spirituality is rising, because people want a faith that heals, not one that wounds. They want a God who listens. They want a God who listens, not leaders who silence. So when Nigerians say they are spiritual, not religious, here is what they mean. They still believe in God, but not in fear-based systems. They pray, but also meditate, journal, and reflect. They love wisdom from the Bible, Quran, and other sources, but they refuse to let leaders weaponize those words. They believe God is bigger than any building, bigger than any title, bigger than any one interpretation. And most importantly, they are learning to trust their inner voice, the voice of love, peace, clarity, and freedom. If you're listening to this, maybe you've had your own doubts. Maybe you've asked yourselves, why do I feel empty after all these services? Why do I feel more guilt than peace in this religion? Why do leaders say one thing but live another way? You're not alone, and you're not evil for asking those questions. Sometimes asking those questions is the first step to real freedom. Nigerians are not abandoning God. They are unmasking fear. They are stepping into a spirituality that heals instead of harms. And here's the truth. God has never been afraid of your questions. He is bigger than that. So to you listening, if you've ever felt trapped in religion, this is your reminder, or this is your sign. You can love God deeply and still walk free, because He loves you deeply. Welcome to Unmasking You. Let's keep taking off the mask, one truth at a time.